We kick off our journey through all things horror in 1920 with Genuine. The film serves as a sort of spiritual sequel to the Cabinet of Dr Caligari, reuniting director, writer, cinematographer, and production designer of the aforementioned classic. Caligari is regarded as one of the greatest and most influential films of the silent era, so I was curious to see how Genuine would stack up against that particular behemoth. Genuine begins abruptly with Percy the painter falling asleep rather dramatically whilst reading his favourite storybook. The painting of the woman behind him, the titular Genuine, suddenly comes alive and steps out of the frame like an analogue version of The Ring. Take note, Vigo the Carpathian. No babies had to be sacrificed just to get out of the bloody painting, you buzzing of flies blick. It's a good visual, a simple hook for the audience, before we are thrust into her backstory and the eventual plot of the film. Genuine, who is revealed to be a tribal priestess, is captured and sold into slavery following a clash of clans. She is successfully sold as market to a gentleman, despite showing clear signs of violent aggression. The buyer is intrigued and keeps her locked up in a strange sanctuary just below his house. While we meander through the above-ground events, including rising suspicions from the townsfolk and lots of shaving, Genuine yearns for an escape and eventually finds her way out. Although the film was sometimes released with a longer title, Genuine, A Tale of a Vampire, Genuine is not actually a vampire. She is more in line with a succubus, who escapes her captivity and proceeds to mystically manipulate the menfolk above with fatal consequences. The story as it stands feels a little choppy, and that is because, well, it was chopped up. The original cut of the film held a total runtime of 88 minutes, while a truncated version of the film exists, which is literally halved, coming in at 44 minutes. Sadly, this condensed version is the only available copy today. Still, we should be glad that the copy in any form is accessible. After all, so many from this era ultimately became lost, including The Head of Janus, which was released the very same year as Genuine. It was an adaptation of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from director F. W. Murnau, the director behind 1922's NOSFERATU. As such, Genuine naturally feels like parts are missing, or some just don't quite add up. For example, in one scene, Genuine orders her slave to murder her lover, the guy who looks like he stepped straight out of Lazy Town. We do not see the murder, and then after some time we see Lazy Town simply being sick, in bed with a fever, and Genuine does not seem to care that the man is not dead. Reading up on this after the film, I discovered that Lazy Town was supposed to escape the would-be killer. Additionally, the film was supposed to begin with more focus on Percy the painter, who was to become increasingly reclusive from his social life in order to remain home alone with his painting of Genuine. Although it's effective to begin the film with the creepy painting escape, I can see the benefits of setting up the themes of Genuine's allure, the dangerous obsession, while also giving more clout when Percy eventually reappears within the dream story half an hour later. We just have to give the film the benefit of the doubt. If you halved any film, it would cause irreparable damage.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
I'm not sure how much can be blamed on the edit, however. There are still a few questionable moments. Take this clip, for example. What the hell was that about, you mug? You should have been the villain with that NOSFERATU walk and tiny Donald Trump hands. While the film shares the dreamy storytelling framing device of Caligari to explain the surreal set design, the visuals on offer are simply not as interesting, creative, or haunting as they were in the previous movie. The only exception may be Genuine's cage, which boasts a strange Wonderland jungle vibe. And don't forget the skeleton clock, I guess that's neat too. Nevertheless, I would still recommend Genuine to fans of Caligari and silent horror cinema.